Well, fuck you, Craig, and welcome back to the 137th rendition of Cooped Up Conversations with Aaron, Joey, Prokop, and me, Cooper. Prokop is coming remote again.
I'm coming.
He's coming. And we're using one Yeti Blue mic. However, I will say, Joey, you cracking my back right then. I've been trying to crack my back for literally 2 days. And I borderline came on the ground, dude. It was such a relief. I've been watching it.
Glad I could help.
What I've been trying to do to everyone's coming. My back was hurting, so I started watching this. There's this like thing on TikTok. There's these two guys who look like eerily similar, and they're like not brothers, I don't think. But they run like this Turkish barber shop. But apparently they like fuck you up, dude. They like fuck up with your ears and shit. They give you a fucking chiropractic adjustment.
Is it the
they like wipe your
like they shake your ears like those guys?
Yeah.
They like they fucking
ears,
beat you.
Yeah, and then they always put random chemicals and shit on their like people's faces. I have no idea what any of this shit is. And then he like washes their hair, but he puts like Sprite in their hair.
Yeah.
Like every single time. I don't know what that
was like
does.
I thought he put like baking soda and then vinegar in their hair. That's why it's like fizzing.
Well, but like the thing is like the thing he's pouring on them is fizzing. I don't think vinegar is carbonated to start.
No, you're right. I've seen too many.
It's probably not Sprite. Realistically, it's probably sparkling water. But like it just seems like kind of a waste.
Water.
Dude, I bought these fucking stupid Quavo sunglasses in New York like 2 times ago. And the guy like freaked me out, so I didn't really get the chance to like try them all on. And he's like, "Well, you sell your soul for the sunglasses." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Your soul for the sunglasses." I'm like, "Well, how much are they normally?" He's like, $20. I'm like, "I'll take them with money, please." I checked out.
I have tender. Did you see that video of the guy in England? He was at a cashless store, and he was like pissed off, so he just threw a bunch of like quarters. He's like, "I'm paying for it, and they weren't letting him buy it because it was like a contactless store. Yeah, I don't really know.
I didn't see that. No, the
I
one
think
thing out of Europe.
Cashless store.
It was cashless.
Oh,
sorry.
cashless and contactless. Okay.
Yeah, one of those stupid stores.
There's contactless stores.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Like tap.
Oh, have you guys seen the Amazon stores though, where you just go in and you take whatever off the wall, and then it just like sees you take it. Yeah.
It's the Amazon ones.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay and stuff. I think they do something like that at Whole Foods, but I still think you still have to pay.
They have their own card or whatever.
After my experience at Stop and Shop and people not being able to use the self-checkout, I can understand now. I've seen the light. Dude, they just like, it's like, don't use the self-checkout if you don't know how to use it. And don't go if you have a huge cart full of
one thing I will defend the strugglers to self-checkout on is the fucking thing where it's just like, place it in the bagging area. Place it in the bagging area.
You just
place
put it down.
Yeah, but you put it down and then it's like, place it here, and then you scan it. There's
not the problem I get.
I get wrong sometimes.
I get the problem when you're at the supermarket and you grab like cilantro and you can't scan it and you got to look it up and it's like you spell it and it's like there's no item. I'm like,
you're not supposed to go there if you're doing that.
You got to do the code. You got to do the code.
Self-checkouts for me when I'm just trying to get a yogurt for lunch, which I fucking left at the office, and now
I will always have somebody do my scan.
Yeah, I'm paying money and you will scan it for me.
You will scan it and you will bag my groceries.
The one thing is
while standing up.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the people who work in the like Walgreens and CVS and stuff. Like I've seen them only really in New York so far, where like almost every single thing is locked up. So like unless you want like a soda, you have to get someone to come and scan it out for you. And like the CVSs that are like multiple levels, like there's like 1 or 2 guys running around.
I went to one of those,
and I feel so bad for them, dude, because it's like half the time that there's these people picking shit up.
Yeah, I went to one of those in New York, and it just took forever the line was like out the door, and there wasn't even that like many.
No, because they're understaffed.
Trying to unlock everything. It wasn't even understaffed. I mean, it probably was understaffed, but like there was like 5 people. Yeah, and they couldn't unlock everything. Now I'm like, I'm just gonna take this.
And then it keeps screaming at you over the intercom. It's like, someone's an ice cream, and I'm like, I don't even want ice cream anymore. Like this is fucking
this fucking fat piece of shit wants a quarter of.
I think he wants two.
He wants that, but dude, I felt so bad because I grabbed like I tried to grab like a Halo top because Brooklyn likes the Halo tops, and the only like I grabbed one and I didn't realize it wasn't Halo top, it was like another brand. But I'm like, dude, this says more calories than Ben and Jerry's. So like,
Halo top is not good for you.
Oh, I mean,
calorie wise, it's better for you.
Calories aren't people like me. That's calories. That's the beauty of my existence. Is calories will never be a thought.
That's all I think about all day.
I couldn't tell you one. I've never thought.
Every time I put something in my mouth, I think about like.
It will catch up to me, but for now, calories are the least. Nope, it doesn't matter. I actually, in fact, don't take things at lower calories because that means I'm going to die.
Eat more calories.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this isn't good for me.
Halo tops are fun.
They're good. I think they're good.
It's like just Cool Whip, though. That's like basically what it is.
Halo tops taste like crap.
Some of the flavors are okay.
I like the chocolate.
The chocolate ones are okay.
I've convinced myself that bland food is like good. Like the same way I've convinced myself that like what's that fucking drink that we love? Fucking those seltzer waters. No, that's too much flavor.
Water. Oh, like the normal ones? Those
no,
are
the brand that went is it LaCroix?
LaCroix.
Yeah,
LaCroix.
I like LaCroix.
Yeah, they taste good, but it's like you're accepting that it's mostly like it kind of just tastes like sparkling water with like a smidgen of like whatever flavor it is. That's like good to me.
My favorite sparkling water is the bubbly. The bubbly ones are mad good. The orange one tastes like a creamsicle.
Oh, I like the creamsicles are the best.
The problem with seltzer waters is I'll have like the first sip and it'll be way too much. And then you like wait for a little bit and then you go back to it and it's like completely flat and tastes like terrible.
That's what I'm saying. They're not.
And you're like, what the fuck? Like, there's like, I very rarely get a seltzer and drink it like quick.
I want a pina colada. Speaking of drinks, you should have made some pina coladas.
I mean, it's like still incredibly possible to make them, but like 10 minutes in.
No, I won't do that. I don't want to.
You can. I've been listening to a lot of disco lately.
Like real disco?
Yeah.
You should listen to French House.
Dude, I tried to on Spotify on the way home, and it was just giving me like "Lady, Hear Me Tonight" and stuff. And I'm like, this is just like
you've heard this song a million times.
Yeah, like some of it's good.
You like the Bee Gees?
Like Did you see? Speaking of, yeah, I've been to be real though, dude. Like when I'm in the car for 4 hours, I try not to look at my phone.
Same, yeah.
So I'll just throw like a playlist on, and I'll be like, oh, I know this song, but I don't know what it's called, who sings it. I don't dive in that deep with music really.
No, same. Like if I really like a song, I'll look.
Yeah.
Do you ever like have to know like you're listening to a song you haven't heard on like Spotify radio and you love it and you like and you have to make that decision while the song's winding down to like, and it's like the type of thing where you can't go back. Like it's just like it's like gone forever. You miss it and you have to make that decision. Like, do I look and save this or do I just take my L?
I normally save. If I even remotely like a song, I'll save it, and then if I listen to it again, I'm like, I don't need this. I don't like.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's true.
But the problem is like I have a Spotify playlist that I've had forever. So like when I have shuffle on, all of a sudden like a part of fucking Eminem's like Relapse or something will come on, and I'll be like driving with my windows down and be like him screaming at Kim, calling her a bitch. And shit.
Oh, I would see the thing.
What the fuck? And I had to like unlike it as quick as possible.
I wouldn't even make it through that song. Like I have like all the old Logic on my phone. I like.
It's so hard to skip. I have to skip cause dude, I'll skip through that almost every single time. Like I have to be in such a weird mood to be like, oh, I'll listen to fucking a Logic song right now.
So are you guys like all on Spotify? You guys all on Spotify? Okay. Do you guys, and we all have iPhones here.
Yeah.
Did you guys download music on your iTunes when that was how you put music on your phone?
Yeah, I used to get gift cards for my birthday and buy the songs when I was a little kid.
I had an iPod, but I didn't have an iPhone. I didn't
No, I got on the iPod. Yeah, I did on the iPod.
Okay, because like when I sync my iPhone, like I don't put the music on there. I don't want the iTunes music, and it isn't a thing. It's Apple Music now. But whenever I plug my phone into my car, it automatically goes to like Apple Music.
That
happens in Big Buck all the time.
It happens to Brooklyn. She gets like one specific Taylor Swift song.
Same.
It's like not even one she likes, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
It's whatever the first one is.
Yeah, it's whatever the first thing is alphabetically for me.
Yeah, I don't have that anymore because I was on my dad's account, so it's not even locked.
My parents didn't let me buy music because they thought that's why our computer got viruses. They're like, we're insistent. They're like,
dude, I used to use LimeWire.
Yeah, I used to just steal music. I never bought it.
I didn't get an iPod until like
easier.
high school, so like I didn't like. I was
I
like a lot of
got
radio.
an iPod pretty early on, but that was because I was using.
I had a Nano.
Yeah,
I used to play the game. You guys remember the game of the Nano? Like you had to like dodge the shit or whatever. I think I ripped that in bed. I ripped that in bed all the time.
My dad was.
What was the one without a screen?
That was
the shuffle.
The shuffle.
Yeah.
That's the one I had,
and
that's because it
explains a lot.
The shuffle was wild because you didn't know what the fuck.
And I had like
coming.
I had like Miguel put it on, dude. Like, and it was like he put like his whole library on there, so it was like a shit ton of Odd Future when I wasn't like into that kind of style of music yet.
Yeah, and you were like,
and I'm like, Jesus Christ! It'd be like half the morning, you'd be skipping through it, and then you'd find a song you liked, and you knew there was like a wave of songs you liked, so you'd take it off shuffle and go like bam, 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 like 4 songs in a row. You'd have to like time.
It was like $20 less money than the normal one.
Yeah, I had that one for me. It was cool. You could clip it. I'd have it clipped to like here.
Yeah, that's only.
My parents were big fans of buying stuff next season. Like they're like, oh, this is.
My dad had the original iPod, and he still used it up until last year at the gym.
I used to think that was
still has
the
it,
coolest thing in the world. I remember like,
well, they can sell them for a lot.
My older cousin or whatever had it, and I just look at it and I was like, this thing is sick. Because the thing was like this thick.
Yeah, no, it was like this.
Dude, when but
it's like your wallet, basically.
Yeah. Like you'd have to like that was like the thing. I would borrow my dad's when I would go and listen, mow the lawn and stuff. And it would be like way too big for the pocket. It would keep falling out. But then if you got the sleeve thing, it was like carrying around a 5-pound weight on your bicep, dude. You're like this is throwing me off kilter.
You got to switch arms.
Well, also, remember how cool the fucking headphones thing was, dude? I feel like just in general, just the fucking once that became popular, like wearing the headphones around, dude. That was like such a
like the Beats.
I got the free Beats. I got Beats with my MacBook, so I like.
Dude, like I remember
they were good. They worked.
No, they weren't good.
I still think it's
nothing's worse than Apple headphone products.
Yeah, those sucked.
Brooklyn and I were out for like brunch in New York like recently, and fuck you, Cape Cod beer. You owe us money. But this person had AirPods in, and then had headphones around their neck, but then was speaking on speaker. And we're like, what the fuck is this person's problem?
Oh, wait, that
like 3 abilities.
Here told me that story. She was like on the Amtrak to New York when we went to New Jersey, and this lady was watching a movie full blast with headphones in, with like sex scenes and all.
She might not have known.
She didn't know. She didn't know. But people first thought she was like an asshole, and then the film came up was like, yeah, your headphones are on.
Dude, that's always the worst. I always am paranoid about that because I'll like open up fucking music or something at the office, or I'll be watching like YouTube.
Yeah,
and
I always do that.
Yeah, like, but then you like start freaking out. You're like, wait a second. You're like, what is happening? Is this inside or out? You like look around. Like tomorrow, dude. Except tomorrow's like no one's in the office tomorrow, which is dope. So I go in on Wednesdays and I just fucking pool over there.
Did you?
Like one time I had the lights off and like one of the fucking like directors came over. And they're like, you just sitting in the dark? I'm like, yeah, I like the dark. Like, I probably sounded so stupid.
He's like, did we hire a fucking Make-A-Wish
Well,
kid?
no, dude, because, like, to be real, when you're looking at a screen all day and it's just fluorescent light, like, I don't get a ton of, like, natural light in my side, like, where I'm sitting. So it's like when you have a chance to, like, get the natural light, like, I like the fucking lights off because I can, like, you can get the fucking, you're like, oh, it's, like, sunny.
Yeah, it's true.
I've left my windows down 3 times now. And it's like torrential downpour.
I've never.
And I've looked like such an idiot all 3 times, dude. Because the lady at the front desk is like, "You left your windows open again?" And I'm like, "Yup, yes I did." Because it said 5% chance of rain at 5
But
p.m.
why would you ever leave your windows open no matter what?
So get some
Because
in there.
Dude, because my car is black seats in the sun all day. Like
it goes away in a minute.
It doesn't, dude. I'm
I
like
use
half
AC, so it doesn't.
I use AC now, but my AC is not great when it's 98. Dude, it's been so hot, bro. Like,
but I don't like leave my windows open. When I leave, like, I'm never gonna
crack
leave my
them.
windows open.
You just a little crack.
No. Don't trust people.
If someone goes,
you didn't trust yourself. You lost your own wallet.
Yeah, exactly. If someone
checked your account, by the way, like make sure
my card's
used it. Oh, okay.
I left mine at Chili's one time when I was a kid.
Wait,
like when I was like 16. And then there was another time I thought I left it at Chili's again, but then it was Velcroed to the back of my fucking gaming chair, and it took me all weekend to find it. And then once I finally found it, dude, I'm like, there is a God. Like, you know what I mean? Because at that point, I've already admitted defeat. The wallet's gone. And I'm like, oh, Monday I'm gonna have to get my old fucking. And that's when you had to like go to the RMV to get your license and shit. Like,
yeah, I don't. The only time I've ever lost it was when someone threw it down the chimney at Sigo.
This is my first lost
Nobody
wallet
remembered it.
which sucks. It's a shame.
It's pretty canceled.
that's what people make fun of my wallet,
I
bro.
own
That's why I have a
40
6-pound wallet,
so I
because I know when I
appreciate
don't have it.
Got the
Like
good old George
anything
Costanza.
small, bro. And I've been like losing my phone a lot
do
more
this.
recently. Oh, dude, by the way, speaking of like losing shit, I almost lost my mind, dude, because we went to Broadway this weekend with Brooklyn's parents, and Brooklyn's mom goes like, "Oh, you want an edible?" And I'm like, "Sure." Like before we went in, like almost an hour before we went in, I'm like, "Sure, that'd be great." Like I'll be kind of like feeling it. And it was like, dude, I'm not even kidding. I don't even know how to describe how small this thing was. Like minuscule. Like it was like literally like a little bigger than a Tic Tac. Like you know the gum, like the ice cube gums.
Yeah.
The icebreakers. Yeah. It was like that big. So I was like putting it in my mouth, and she's like, "It's 66 milligrams, by the way." And I'm like, "No, it isn't." Like I'm like, "There's no fucking way." And dude, we're standing outside. It starts downpouring, and I'm like, "Oh, this is great. I'm soaked." We get in there. It's freezing in there. It's starting to kick in at that point, and I've never been to Broadway before. I didn't put the two and two together. How small it's like a really intimate.
Yeah.
It's intimate.
They're nice, but they're not big, right?
Yeah. So I walked in, dude, and it was like walking into Memorial Hall in Plymouth, and it was jammed, and everyone's wet, and I'm like, "Oh, this isn't good." And we went up to the seats like 15 minutes before this thing started, dude. And the seats were made for like garden gnomes.
Yep.
Like the smallest seats I've ever sat in my life. Like I felt morbidly obese,
That's
and
like
I was
Orpheum too. You go to the Orpheum Theater down here.
Yeah, the
like
Orpheum
the
Theater
seats,
is like
the seats I did not feel comfortable in. Like there was people standing in the aisle.
I almost dude,
skinny Jewish people.
Dude, so I was sitting there, bro.
Bird vibes.
I was sitting there, dude, dying because this edible kicked in.
What did you see?
Funny girl with Leah Michelle from Glee. It was.
She can't read. You know that?
I don't care if she can read.
Nope.
Dude, she was fantastic. The lead guy was kind of mid. I don't know if it was not the head guy who, like, you know how they switch like nights sometimes.
Yeah.
But she was fucking dope, and I didn't realize like how intricate the like production and stuff is, because I've seen stuff in Boston, dude, but it's not even close to the same. Like it's fucking
good, right?
It's
Broadway's
fucking.
actually.
I had a fantastic, dude, maybe one of the most slept on things.
You gotta get in like Broadway's. You have to know what you're going into, right? Because it's like you would never listen to these songs on your own, but when you're in there, like you're like, oh, this is catchy, right? You're like, oh, that was fun. You're like, that was fun.
Yeah.
Like, I like that little song and dance they did there. I love Broadway.
I loved it, dude. But I started almost hyperventilating, and Brooke was like, "You need to sit still," and I'm like, "Dude, I cannot sit still." And then like no one was sitting next to us the whole time.
Did you pay?
Last second, dude, people fucking come sit next to us, and I'm like, I'm soaking wet, which is also something. So I'm like on top of someone soaking wet. I'm like, this is miserable. So luckily, I switched sides after the intermission. And I fucking relaxed.
Did you pay like $37 for like a half a pack of Twizzlers?
Oh, I got 4 waters and a soda, I think,
and
a Twizzlers, and it was $42.
It's a little like tiny corner. They're like, get your fucking.
And then he flipped the fucking iPad around, and the tips were 25, 20, and then other.
I love when they do that now, because then I get to like press.
But he like looked
personal tip, and then you hit 0, and then hit confirm, and you flip it back over. And you're like, nice try there.
Well, he's kind of like a bartender because they're serving.
Oh, that guy. Okay, yeah. That bartending, like no matter what, you get the tip.
No, I know, but it's like it wasn't a real bar. It's like
but they like low key make cocktails there. There's a place where they make decent. They make them strong too. I remember, like low key.
But yeah, no, it was fucking.
So I was still thinking about her not being able to read. I kind of fixated on that. Emma Roberts confirmed that she cannot read.
She's also apparently
Leah Roberts.
Emma Roberts from We're the Millers.
She can't read.
No, she confirmed that
Leah
Michelle
couldn't
from
read.
Glee. The
She
cool.
said-
I
she
wasn't
said-
lying.
Someone asked her, and she said, "Well, I've never been in a book club with her." So she
What's
said-
that clip where it's like 50 cents? Like, I challenge you, Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, dude, I
read one
fucked up.
chapter of a Harry Potter book.
One page.
Dude, 750,000 to the charity of your choice.
All right, we put you on the Jimmy Kimmel show. Instead,
and you
you
can
read
read
one
Cat
page
in the Hat.
again.
You can read Cat in the Hat.
Dude, you know what's the funniest person in the world?
What is fuck Nelly, fuck T.I.,
Yeah.
fuck 50. I'm
Was-
thinking what fuck me
He fucked
for?
your baby mother, and then he took your wife. It should be fuck him. Fuck me for. Dude, speaking of hilarious people, you know
Every
who's
time I see that video, I like
intentionally
it.
hilarious is DJ Khaled.
He's
He's so funny
He's
on
on
purpose.
fire
Have you
right now.
He's like, what was the
Well,
clip
'cause
where
he's
she's like
so funny,
reading the
man.
name of the thing? He's like, just looks, he's like, you ever played rugby? He's doing
Half
the
is
garden.
Roblox.
Like this Roblox.
I love the
That was
one where
so
his
good.
wife tells him to shut the fuck up because she's like boxing and he's like hyping her up. And she's like, Callan, shut the fuck up. I'm dead ass. And he's like scared of his wife.
Puts it like, he's like, they call it the whole ocean.
Dude, that's that's what we were saying. That's what I kept saying. I can't remember where I was fucking saying it. I think it was my birthday where I was like, bring out the whole
Bring him up the whole ocean.
bring the yacht out.
Let me see if I can find it.
Dude, that also, by the way, Prokop, my birthday was the first time in like 5 years that Joey and I both woke up the next day and had no idea. If we didn't like see each other the next day, like I didn't come out of the house because my mom's like, do you want to go talk to Mr. O'Brien? And I'm like, no, no, I don't. I felt like dead.
We were reckless. I don't think like even at Sego we probably
I can't believe if there was a night I was gonna be arrested,
it would have been.
it would have been that. Not only that, but the fact that we were not only not kicked out, but not like cut off anywhere.
No one cut. Well, someone tried to cut me.
It's
off,
the
like,
fucking
way too early too. They cut me off when I was like still kind of like hanging in there.
How do you like?
dude. The
I'm
boom
never
box.
He saw me because I was
Your
yelling
life.
on the phone. I was yelling at the phone at my brother, and
Probably saying a couple.
but yeah, we were like
choice words.
we were joking around, like for the most part. But yeah, we were like still getting heated, but joking around.
Yeah,
He must have thought that I was like belligerent drunk or something like that, like pissed off.
I'm like
I
kind of
came in,
glad.
I'm like, no.
You're kind of missed out because it was fun.
Yeah, but
Like,
That might be the
everyone-
last time.
it's not fun when you like harass strangers.
We didn't harass
You can harass strangers. Okay, that's fair. It's fun like watching
think
people. When
harass
you
a
like,
couple.
you get up and you walk. You
Go.
look up people and you're just like, "What are you looking at, pig?" Like you.
I never do that.
Dude, you fucking yell. Last time we were there, you yell at this girl. You're like, "That's our Uber. It's ours." And you think it's mine. You're like, "No, you idiot, it's mine." Like,
And then
it's
it
funny,
wa- it wasn't-
but it's also like.
But I deadass thought it was our Uber. Like I thought that because
No, it was
it wasn't
your trolling
fucking
number.
Uber.
It was a good bit, Coop. It was a bit.
I yelled at one
No, it was
to say
a bit.
happy birthday to Coop.
It was a bit.
Because like
It was a good bit.
something happened where someone wasn't saying happy birthday. I was like, hey, you say happy birthday.
Dude, yeah, I just remember being outside talking shit about Albany to these like faceless group of people who kept on feeding me Newports until like everybody else came out.
Feeding me new.
No, because the first one I'm like, oh dude, I'll smoke you up. I have weed. He gives me the first one,
Oh yeah,
and then
you're like, I know how we.
I went into my hat and I realized it was just a filter left, and I'm like, dude, I lied. I have no weed left. And I'm like, but I'd love another cigarette. And he gave it to me, and then like he kept on saying like Albany isn't bad. And I'm like, yeah, but like who vacations in Albany or something like that? And that's when like we weren't wrong, but it was the fucking boom boxes, dude. Because we had
We
two
need to
of
get
we had
those
two
for
of them.
tomorrow.
No, we
No,
don't.
no, no.
I don't think I'll ever have one
I
again.
don't even think. I think we had 1.5, but I even think if we had one.
No, I had the blue raz and a fruit punch one.
Yeah, I had 2 total, but I don't know if I finished the second one
Are
because I
we
kind of became self-aware.
drinking
What's a
tomorrow?
boom
We'll go
box?
for it.
It's like
Prokop,
I don't want to sponsor these people.
It should no. I literally am still gonna. I haven't gotten like I've been trying to like recover from the trauma because I want to make a TikTok of like reviewing that one because it is like it should be a crime.
It's about this big.
It's a liter.
This big.
It's a liter
like
of
this.
It's a liter of booze.
And
so basically a bottle of wine, and it's 12%, basically like a bottle of wine, and it goes down 12%. Easy.
It doesn't. It tastes like I was drinking it like
tastes
it was,
like
I thought it was Gatorade,
like a high noon or something. You know, I was just pounding it, and then I did a little. My backswing was a little bad at golf, and then I'm like, I looked at it, it was 11%. I was like,
you got way past your.
Oh no, I already hit 2.
Dude, because we didn't play 18 holes, dude. Like if you drink those over 18 holes, you might be fine. We drank them over 9 holes, and realistically, we drank them over 4. And then went out and had a few beers at the house, and we didn't know. I don't think I realized how drunk I was until
when you're in the sun, it feels nice.
Yeah, until I got up to the beer bar and I bought myself 2 vodka Red Bulls, and the girl looked at me like I was brain dead.
I know how.
And I was like, "It's
like what are some
because I think my body was shutting down, dude. And it's like if you don't have caffeine,
they never put that much alcohol in vodka Red Bulls. It's usually all Red Bulls.
Yeah,
I've noticed, but I need to stop ordering them though because they definitely do.
I don't normally order more than one, and I definitely did.
I had one, so you definitely got one for me, even though it was your birthday.
Yeah, but I
was shocked I had my card at the end of the night too.
I had everything.
Yeah.
I had everything, dude. Like, and I brought my passport out, and that's like not something that I'm used to keeping. My thing is I don't know how my like. I told my cousin that I'm like I'm shocked my parents didn't shut it down. They like kept us out. At least my dad.
That's
did.
probably why I felt okay.
Because you were
like
in front of adults.
No, yeah, like
anything's bad. Like Cooper's dad when it's. He pulled us out of there. Chris was there. He might have pulled us out of there.
My dad, and IOC was there.
Yeah. So,
like, realistically, that was probably the safest we ever were in our entire lives drinking. Because it's like, even if it goes wrong,
we Chatham. So
if we start fucking dying,
do you guys like get that tunnel vision where you can't even see anymore?
You couldn't even
walk straight.
I remember like
completely black.
No. I'm saying like, and you know, you get so fucking hammered that you like almost feel like you're gonna pass out. Or
Aaron, I promise you, I remember walking across the.
I might have been.
I remember walking across the street.
I know you blacked out. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
I'm saying
the
tunnel vision was gone. Dude.
Oh,
like it was. There was no tunnel vision.
Like I'm saying, you couldn't even stand up in like a fucking at that point.
I never get the stand up.
See, that's what happens to me. I get there before I black out. Like I get to the point.
The second I sit down, I'm done. Dude, I'm done.
I'm looking through a fucking straw.
Blacked out.
Yeah, like
and this was the only one since I graduated college.
I browned out a lot. Yeah, but
I don't think I even browned out.
Last time I blacked out, I got clear. Somebody put something in my drink.
Oh, dude, I can't even talk about it. I'll talk about it after. I can't even talk about it because.
What?
You're already just talking too much about it.
You're already fucking talking about it.
No, I won't. But anyway, did you see
I got that drunk though? Was when I yelled at Irish girls like outside of.
That's the yeah.
Oh,
it was after
you were by yourself too.
I was by myself and I was getting an Uber, and these Irish.
Such a fucking low life.
Well, dude, I was
alone in a dead Kennedy's content. Like
there was an NBA game
too.
There's an NBA game going on, so I definitely like. Yeah, so I definitely.
But
there was like a lot of people because the NBA game was getting out and I was getting out.
Just said Celtics game.
Yeah, sure, Celtics game, and then they came from the game and they were like, "How do I get?" It was 12. It was midnight. Like, how can I get here? Like, I was like, "Oh well, you'd probably have to get an Uber." And they're like, "Oh, we can't get Uber. Like, where's the train station?" And I was like, "You can't get like the trains aren't running this late." And I'm like, but I was like, you could probably get a cab or something. And then they're like, just show me where just tell us where the train station is. And I'm like, it's over here, but you can't, it's not going to be running. Like, I don't have to tell you. And then they're like, oh, well, like, how are we supposed to get there? Which way do we start walking? And I'm like, where are you going? Uber's coming. I'm like, all right, I don't know. And then they're like, you don't even care if we get there or not. And I'm like, no, I really don't, because I just came back from. I literally said I just came back from Ireland. And you guys put the run on me like 10 times, so I really don't care like if you guys get there.
No, I personally do not care. if you end up at the Charles River.
It's not even that, but I'm like, you guys like I don't know how to explain to you. They were probably drunk too, so like I wasn't the only asshole in the area. But
they were probably from Coop.
They were like pissed. They're like, "What? You're not gonna help us get there?" And like my Uber's pulling up. I'm like, "No, like I don't
Can I get a Zen?
care."
Yeah, citrus or peppermint,
whatever you want to give me.
A little Zinski.
But yeah, no, dude. At the end of the day, too.
For our Zins.
At the end of the day, too, like it, like if you offered some help, like there's, dude.
I mean, I was probably slurring a little bit, but like slurring.
What's an Irishman a fucking?
Bro, I would also
like slurring.
You know why they couldn't order an Uber? Because they didn't want to pay for the fucking phone thing. Hey, you're going to another country, pay for the phone thing. Like that was one thing I was like, oh, I'm glad I just did it in Amsterdam.
They were straight there because I talked to them a little bit because we literally just got back from Ireland at that point. But
yeah,
and then they're like, I literally told them, it's like when I was in Ireland, you guys gave me the runaround the entire time.
Yeah, none of you guys.
So I don't give a shit.
Yeah, none of you guys even know where your own fucking places are, bro. Like you guys are goofballs, and like
oh fuck you. Yeah, fuck
it's
yeah.
fucking. Do you heard of the famine, dude? Are you making light of the famine by not telling me how to get out of fucking the North End?
They're trying to go to like Southie too. I was like, there's just no possible way you're getting there. They'd say like we can walk, and I'm like, you can't walk. Like it's 4 hours.
Yeah,
They were. It wasn't. They must have been right, just got there because they did not understand distance and like time of travel. This isn't Ireland, or Dublin. You can't just walk across it.
To be real, Dublin's probably bigger than Boston.
it's way smaller.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
insanely.
There's only 1 million people in the entire country.
But you still can't walk
the whole
across
entire
it.
country.
Well,
has less
like
people.
having 1 million people in Dublin is a lot.
Yeah,
No,
they
that's
live in-
including like the entire.
Oh, like where we were.
yeah, like
Dublin.
Ireland has less people than inside on I-95. There's like 18 people in the whole country. And Akira always said this. He's like, "Oh man, it's just like
Well, that's how they all
Dublin's
know
way
each
more
other.
walkable." And I'm like, "Cause your city is like 4 square miles. Like, and our city's already pretty small to begin with. But like, no shit, you can walk across Dublin. Like walking to fucking the Burn. Like,
Dude, like realistically, dude, it's like it's just as like it's way less spread out than even Plymouth.
no, it's very dense.
Yeah.
But low-key, they have figured out the vibes for pubs now. Give them that.
Well,
So
because
So
dude,
you-
it's so not hard to do
But
that.
can't we just do that here? That's all I want.
What
here.
are
There's
they doing
pubs
besides
outside.
drinking outside, which we do?
Yeah, I know, but it's like you
We
go.
can't
Here's
do half the year because of weather.
It's the squares are nice. Be honest. Like
What do you mean? Sweat?
they have the like every area has a nice outdoor drinking area. Like it's all
because it's
We
not
have that, though.
because it's not
the
designed.
burn. Like everything's like the burn there, which is more fun.
Yeah, you know why? Because
Yeah.
it's not designed
I'd
for
say
efficiency.
90% of
That's
Americans
a chill
don't
city.
The burn though.
Yeah, but like I do, and I'm more important. I'm more important.
That's like when we're talking about the walkable cities. It's like you can so you can drink and like be able to walk around. It's like that doesn't.
yeah, most
apply
people
to
like are
most
raising
people.
children.
Yeah, no one's doing that.
Most people honestly don't care if they get.
Do you know that YouTuber-
So,
That
like,
too. That too.
Do you guys know that YouTuber? I don't know if Prokop knows them. Not just bikes. It was like this guy. He talks about like you might have recognized, but he lives in Netherlands. He's from like Canada, and he talks about like urban stuff. And for a while, like he was good. Like, he was like, oh,
See that ginger dude?
No, I don't think so.
I hate that ginger. You ever see his face?
Was it
Okay,
Ray
I
or
don't
something
know
like that?
this guy, Aaron.
Okay, I was just asking if you did, you fucking pig person.
Whoa.
I was trying to get you involved in the conversation, but that's besides the point. No, basically he talked about urban stuff, and it was like fine for the most part. He's like, oh, like here and like this train, blah blah blah, like this could be better, blah blah. And then he would go on like a rant on Twitter, or whatever, and he was just like, guys, just give up on America. It's hopeless, and people are pissed at him now because you just move to Netherlands, guys.
I
Everybody's like,
thought
yeah,
that.
we can just move to Netherlands.
I
We can
fought
all-
someone on Reddit about that.
also, the
Yeah.
Netherlands won't it sink soon?
You have to get a visa too. You can't get
We
You can't just get a visa that like easily unless you're
That's what I'm saying. That's
unless
the
you're,
whole
like, an
point. Like, not
engineer or
everyone's
something.
privileged enough to just get visas. Apparently, speaking of visas though, for Ireland, I don't know if Kira just heard wrong. Apparently, they're begging to just hand Americans working visas. Not even like for jobs. Like they're just like, we'll get you the visa. Just hand it to
You
you.
don't even need a job.
So like,
You don't even
I
get married.
almost want to see if I can just be
Could
like,
be alive.
like how.
I want to see if I want to see if I can get mine. My citizenship.
you should get your citizenship, and we should all move there and just make content for a year.
There's a good chance I move there in my lifetime.
My rent.
I think when I'm older though, like I want to be like,
it's either that.
I want to see if I ever get divorced, like at like 50. I would have a year in Dublin, dude, and like raise cows or some shit, sell cigars.
The thing is, they have their
city cows, dude, and I'll dress like an old time farmer.
They have their housing crisis, which is like I guess bad, but like I asked here what my rent, like how much rent it would be, and it's like with the tiny goose egg I've saved up, from like just working, that I probably could live there like without working for like 2 years. She's like, yeah, it'd be like $400.
Where would you live though?
Like,
yeah, but the problem is you need.
I thought it was like $3,000 our dollars.
No, it's like cheap. They just get paid like $8 an hour. So it's just like, but like I have enough saved where I could just.
But you get taxed. You do get taxed.
She only pays $400 a month in rent.
I think 600 right now.
Jesus Christ.
Like euros?
But granted, she does live in a shoebox.
No, her new spot's actually really nice. It's honestly.
What would a place like this be?
Like 800, but it's like it's cost like
800 a person.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, then.
Honestly, here's the deal.
But
guys.
they don't get paid enough, so it's still a lot for them. Like it isn't like they can't afford it.
Go work at Camp Clark in the summer.
I might not.
Say once we make enough to pay rent over there, we go for Patreon for a whole year.
We should.
Dublin. $800 a Patreon month.
We could get an apartment
what would we do?
in fucking like some Catholic. We get an apartment like 40 minutes.
We could also go to the better parts of Europe, like on the weekends, if we have like a.
I would literally work as like a bar back.
But then you'd be making shit money. You wouldn't be able.
But that's the money to like have fun with. Like
I would traffic
the money.
guns.
Like I'd use the money I saved up to just pay rent.
I wouldn't
like
traffic
work
guns,
for a beer.
That was a joke. I would never traffic guns. It's
I
crazy.
feel like you could easily get a job in Ireland.
Oh,
I feel like they're kind of.
They're begging. That's what I'm gonna ask to get my visa soon.
I'm gonna look up jobs right now.
They
Joe,
probably
you got
don't-
me thinking because they're like an IT sector, and all I do is like.
What's Discord? I can't hear you, Prokop. 1 second.
You said it's an
One
IT
second.
center. You said it's an IT center or
It
whatever.
And,
is,
like, I
but
could
only
do- I-
because.
I'm in
Oh,
the
sorry.
IT world now, and I could just bullshit.
But
my
the problem
job
is, like,
and-
that's where their they don't hire the Irish people. Maybe they do.
They hire Americans.
They hire Americans and they headquarters there because Ireland doesn't know the tax.
You
only
know,
tax poor
speaking of
people.
tax, you know what my boss just told me? Like, you can't like work in a different state than you live in
That
now.
sucks. Get over it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, but my parents live like down the street in Massachusetts. Like, if I go and like work there for a week, will I get in trouble? And it was like, I don't know how they're gonna track that, but possibly.
Well, you worked.
It's also it's like the tax thing, bro. Every state's
I
trying to
know.
get their little nibble.
Yeah, everyone needs a little nibble.
I had to pay. I can't remember. It was either Connecticut. Like it was Connecticut because I left early, and they're like, "Oh, we were gonna charge you more tax before you leave." So I had to pay like $200 or $300 to Connecticut.
Yo, fuck Connecticut.
Low-key,
Bastards.
I will go back and say this is the worst state in the fucking country. It's terrible. Maybe not in the country.
In New
It's
England.
definitely the North.
In New England, it's not even close. It's not even close, and by not even close, I mean it's kind of close because Vermont, I also don't like.
What?
Vermont's the second best
Boo.
state.
Yeah.
I'm
There's not
I'm
a
a
close-
Maine guy.
Maine is my least favorite state.
No.
I
by
like
far.
Maine.
I like New Hampshire, I think.
It goes
Massachusetts
Massachusetts.
cool. Like
No,
New
Maine's not
Hampshire.
cool. They're so like they think they're like this unique fucking breed.
They're not unique. Portland people.
It's just
say that.
Portland.
Yeah, it's just like, and you guys are just awful.
I hate to say Portland, Maine is better than any other city in any of those other places. Like,
Yes.
it's not even close.
Okay,
So that's why I like Maine second.
But that doesn't count.
Because it does. The second best destination in New
Yeah,
England is Portland.
Maine doesn't
If
get
I ever
credit for
lived
that.
somewhere else in New England, if I could live in any city for like a year, I would say it'd probably be Portland.
Portland or Burlington.
Burlington's falling apart apparently.
But it's also
Even if it's not falling apart,
feel
bro,
like
like
it's
their
too-
like cool thing is that one thing that's like Derby Street. It's just like one road.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like it will get
The thing
old.
is
Like
with
it's probably
Vermont-
fun in college. But
Vermont's like up there enough though that you're right there in Canada. And then-
yeah, so the coolest part of Vermont's kind of like the coolest part of Connecticut, which is you're close to other places to go.
No, I'm not even saying that, but like you also like when you go to Portland, I feel like you're not in Maine enough. For, like,
But yeah, you
really
can go
counting
down the
somewhere.
road and you can be in Maine.
You can go down the road and be back in Massachusetts located.
But like,
Yeah.
but with
Well, Portland's a little up there.
Burlington, you can at least be like,
in real mountains.
Yeah,
but the thing with Burlington is going to Burlington.
I agree with Portland being better, but I'd say Burlington's
No. I'm just saying like the drive to Burlington's kind of like I like looking at mountains and shit, but when there's like nothing and you're like, oh, I gotta fucking piss, but like every single exit's like another highway that doesn't have anything. I'm like, this is fucking brutal. Yeah. It's like also
just get out, just pull over and piss.
I don't want it to.
It's 81.
It's 91.
91, whatever.
I've definitely peed in the woods off the side of the highway there.
Well, I'm a civilized human being, so I wait for
I've honestly peed in a field. I didn't even go in the woods.
Also, every single
He's facing the highway. Actually.
I was peeing on
when you're on a road trip too. It's not just the pee. It's like getting up, stretching your legs for a second, getting a fucking soda pop.
If I pee, I'm not getting another drink because I know it's gonna just send me right back into the position I was right away.
I just drink it slow.
I've realized that about me is I can't drink anything slowly. Like my problem with like energy drinks, I'll chug like a Celsius or like a yerba.
Celsius
and then I'll just fucking like start gurning because I'm like that geeked because I drank the whole thing and like,
why do you do that?
I just like I don't know. Like, I just like when I see something I need to like
get. I need to keep drinking.
I forget stuff. I forget. Like that's the worst part is especially when I'm at home and it's not like everybody's guzzling shit. I'm like, oh, I forgot about this Modelo, and I'm like, oh, now it's warm. It sucks.
Who wants a pina colada?
Kinda, dude. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say like I wouldn't love a pina colada.
Should I make some?
You make it soon.
Oh my god, I forgot.
I wake up super early, but
I forgot the Dominican rum.
Now? Oh, you don't have.
Do you have the stuff?
There's still rum in there, but I forgot the I have like Dominican rum that I left in New York.
Prokop, you want one?
Yeah.
Hey Joe, can you pull the computer just like? Actually, don't touch it. It's in frame. Just dump it in there. It's just like kind of tea, right? But it's been fun for this long. Prokop, so what did you want to talk about? You said you had so much to talk about.
Well, I feel like we missed a little bit of like internet drama that we could talk about. There was like the Colleen Ballinger shit, but that's like 2 weeks old now.
That's the girl who isn't Colleen Ballinger the girl who like was grooming kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's giving their take on that.
Yeah, that's old. That's old. We missed that. The Republican primary is heating up. And you made that little TikTok Coop where it's like we're right wing but we're not right wing, and I was like,
yeah. Someone commented, "Let's make a podcast," and I wanted to be like, "Dude, your thing's fucking Family Guy with Glenn going giggity. Like, who are you to fucking look down on anybody?" Also, this podcast isn't for you. Then go fuck yourself. Then, or like it, and when we make a Patreon, pay for it, and then we'll do a year in Dublin drinking. And Prokop, you can raise your kid. I'm sure you'd love to. That's a liberal paradise. I'm sure you'd.
Oh, absolutely. I want to get her dual citizenship for sure.
You honestly should honestly get a flight to Ireland.
You got to have some Irish relatives, right, Prokop? Or
no, are you fucking kidding me?
I just assume everybody. That's
nah. I'm a whop and a Polak to the end of the days.
That counts.
Do you think by
I was thinking about Poland, to be honest, not going to Italy. I was thinking about like, Poland? Oh yeah, Central Europe.
This might be the opposite of Ireland right now.
I wouldn't necessarily go to Poland right now. I just wouldn't.
No,
especially because the Ukraine apparently drone striked like the center of Moscow.
They did a suicide drone. This little.
Yeah. So and then Russia's like, we're gonna we might nuke you, and it's like, hey.
You know what we didn't even talk about? We didn't talk about the Russian coup that like went
because I feel like that was like fake, bro. I don't know what that was.
I feel like we have nothing to add.
We have nothing. If anything, that's probably why we kept getting fucking booted off the algorithm because we keep saying fucking shit about the Ukraine.
Yeah,
but something was weird about that. You hear that?
So I think we should go to the Republican primary and who do you guys think is gonna give Trump a run for his money? I think
Did you see
Christie. I think Christie is a silent not a silent. He's like talking everywhere, but he's gonna like sneak in.
Isn't there some lady from like a Midwest state that's like a sleeper?
There's always one.
Who? Nikki Haley?
Nikki Haley, yeah.
Here, let me pull this up.
I don't think it's even.
Did you see what Trump parlored or whatever the fuck he's on? He's like, oh, I can't wait to see like who wins the debate and will be my vice president or something. Like,
dude, it's gonna be at least
Truth
content,
Social.
But we definitely shouldn't go because that would help our claim to not appear right wing. I feel like it'll be really hard to
I think they would love for us to go.
I feel like we definitely would blend in, which is the problem as well.
You say that, but like if you people that are our age going there, I don't think are hicks. I feel like they're the Charlie Kirk type, hasn't hit puberty yet, even though he's 26.
It really matters where this place is because
where is it supposed to be?
Let me look. Here I got.
It's in New Hampshire. Oof.
I think they do come to New Hampshire. I would go.
That's one of the first
ones. Ooh,
yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. My friend, my like, in 2016, my friend who's like a Reaganite, was like, I'm going to the Trump rally in New Hampshire, and I was like, okay, go ahead, and he was like, I had a great time.
I bet it's a great time.
It's at least awesome. It's at least content, man.
For sure.
It's like, you figure out where this is.
Do this on the street interviews. Let me look it up.
The problem is if it's somewhere that like it's a stand your ground state, they could say that we're like trying to liberal brainwash them. They're definitely going to Iowa because the Iowa caucus is one of them.
This is for Prokop.
Is it a virgin?
This is for you, Prokop.
Please be careful. The laptop's barely.
Thanks, Aaron. Give me a sip. Pull it up to the screen so I can take a sip.
I was just wondering if you put it in jail.
What if Trump's in
jail? It was good. I like whatever it is.
Fuck you, New York Times. I'm not giving you money.
Dude, I watched an interview with the Ramaswamy guy, and like he didn't say anything.
Who even is that?
He's
definitely could have put it down more, but
he's younger. He's actually too young. He's 37. That's too young. I know we talk about too old, but 37 is too young.
Please be careful with this.
I think he's Indian American.
Where's the first one? August 2023.
We're going to the Republican debate.
The first one is in.
I swear to God, we're not ready.
The first one's gonna be in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
There's beer there. You could drag me there.
Oh,
you could drag. It's Chicago.
When is it?
It's like an hour from Chicago.
No, but when is it in Milwaukee? Because if it's wintertime, I don't necessarily want to go.
August 2023.
August.
It's gonna be on Fox News.
That's next month.
I'm gonna be. Oh, I'm not gonna say it on here, but I'm gonna be in those parts in later August.
Oh no!
I will buy you a goddamn lapel mic, dude. You'd have to go alone.
I don't know how to. I'd be up there for work, so what would I say to my coworkers? They might not even care. They might go with me, but
I'm going to make content.
I don't even know. Like you see, I have no clue. Like what,
I feel like in corporate America, I bet you it's not. I bet it's not. It's
what I mean. Like I have no clue.
Because dude, every time I'm at a work dinner, dude, someone will bring something up, and I'm like, oh my god, like please, this is an HR nightmare.
I'd have to dress as something though. I couldn't just go.
You'd have to wear a red, white, and blue suit, so that way when you're being ironic to them, they won't pick up on it. They'll be like, oh, this guy's like speaking my same language.
One problem with the red, white, and blue suit is there will be pictures of me all over the internet. And I won't be not ones I can control either.
No, there'll be so many, yeah. You'll end up in like documentaries, dude. It'll be like Joey in the background.
No, it'll be like a Vice documentary. It's like, we went to the Republican. There's like Joey showing like all the Trumpers, and it just sees me
interviewing people with the lapel mic.
Joey, you gotta do the Trump
have a dead
classic.
Kennedy shirt underneath, right?
Dead Kennedys, but they don't. Yeah, maybe, but they like the dead Kennedys. Those people.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So it's another blend in. Then you throw a red, white, and blue sports jacket over it.
Oh, but no, I can't because RFK and then just the implication of dead Kennedy.
I feel like I understood what all the implication was.
I didn't
and I
even
thought it was funny.
I didn't even think about
now
that.
that you've digested it, people didn't pick up on it on their own. Then it's just offensive. So
I didn't pick up on that, but we'll think of something. And I think you guys.
By the way, that was not what I meant to do. I was that me saying it was what I meant to do.
The guy's so paranoid.
Well, didn't he?
Oh no!
Didn't he? Didn't he? But he got like denied Secret Service or something like that.
Well, it's because he's not. He hasn't been a candidate yet.
67
You don't just get Secret Service. You have to be like a candidate like 6 months.
I thought he was young.
Yeah, but it's not even close to election time yet.
Secret
You got- it's
Service.
gotta be,
He
like,
tweeted
9
about
months.
it.
Well, he's like, you know why they don't need Secret? Do you know why people need Secret Service? Because my dad got shot by CIA plants. Sir.
Yeah, but they also sniped him. What's Secret Service gonna do?
Sirhan's also still alive. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah.
Who is?
The guy who shot RFK.
And he's out. he's walking around.
Saran?
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, isn't he alive?
Oh yeah, they like let him out of prison. I think. No, that's the guy. Who killed
no,
fucking,
the guy who
no
shot
way,
Reagan
he's
just got let out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saran,
Hinckley?
I'm pretty sure died.
Look him up.
I'm looking him up.
There's no way they let that guy live.
It's
No, he
California.
died.
Actually,
I'm pretty.
No, I'm just saying just because
Actually, they do the death.
just
penalty
because
in
like him
California.
talking or anything like that.
California's so weird, man. They're like super liberal, but they also like the death penalty. It's very odd.
If I speak.
I mean, like maybe RFK is a cool dude,
Do you think
but
he
I don't
won?
really want someone that's
He's
super
still
paranoid,
alive.
have
Holy
the
shit.
Butter, like
I told you, I know shit. People think I'm dumb. I'm not. I know he's still alive.
they should.
Here, let
They
me
should
pull the wiki up of Saran.
But like, I don't think he does interviews or anything. I'm pretty sure he's like very like.
I would.
He knows
Can
if
we
he
interview
talks,
him?
he's done.
Can we talk to him?
I mean, dude,
Do you know my favorite
What
thing?
would we
reach out?
Speaking
I
of,
have a lot to.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Theo Vaughn hasn't interviewed him, dude. Like he seems like someone.
Theo Vaughn's not even asking him like questions. He's like,
I've actually been listening to
pussy, right?
But I've been listening to him more and more, and he isn't a terrible interviewer. He's just kind of sounds dumb. But
Yeah.
the questions he asks aren't always stupid. Like
No,
some
they're
of them are
really.
pretty
He's
good.
a really good interviewer. He's just a hick interviewer.
Yeah, I just feel like he's not asking.
I love the fan calls in, dude, because they all like talk exactly like him, and he's like, "Yeah, right on there."
have you seen those No, what was it? Speaking of like elections and politics, my thing I look most forward to during election, why I vote, is so I can write whatever I want to the candidates who are running unopposed.
I've never voted.
I look forward to that.
You've never voted,
Why would I?
even
vote?
in the most important election of your life.
You haven't
best.
voted for the local Plymouth election?
It's the best day to go shopping is voting day.
Dude.
because no one's there.
For whatever reason, bro, I like wasn't registered the last time. I think it was like the
Yeah,
primary.
because we're probably in Lowell.
No, it was like last year. I tried to vote in like the mass.
Can we next time there's an election? Can we go outside of a polling office and just think of somebody and just have their name, and just like fucking do that bullshit? Like just literally write
The
like,
last place candidate.
no, not like somebody isn't running like Krieger or something. Just
That would be so funny.
Just hold his name on signs.
So funny.
Be like, we didn't get
The
in, but
thing-
can you
alright,
please
we
write it
gotta
down?
find an election. We gotta do what we did to you in high school.
Yes, I'm saying.
There is
That was
elections
honestly-
out there that we could vote.
We-
on.
We didn't win just one. We won two.
I won 2 of those elections, fair and square.
The Twitter cannot come down. I don't know who has the thing about it.
That
but
Twitter
it-
also cannot be seen.
I know.
Who is
You
the
mean
one?
the X?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
another
the
thing
X
we gotta
got the-
talk
Yeah,
about.
maybe cut
Got
that.
the X.
Hey, Prokop, maybe cut that part. We don't need people digging for it because it's like not great.
We've given too much information already.
No, but just cut that whole little part where we talk about it.
No, I know. I'm saying.
Yeah, it definitely should not get out. I will say.
Yeah.
Want to see? Wait, should we see if there's an Oppenheimer time tonight?
I'm not going to watch a 4-hour movie tonight.
I'll stay out all night.
I'm planning
I
on
got
watching
fucked, like-
3 more episodes of Love Island, which
Dude,
is the best show
That
of
show,
all
we're
time.
not watching Love Island.
I'm fucking watching Love
That
Island.
show sucks.
It's
dude.
so good, dude. It's
It's
so good.
painful.
You
Dude,
don't
it's-
understand it.
The
dude.
Somerville Theater is 70 millimeters. We should see it then.
really?
Yeah.
To be real, dude, the
one right down the street.
The only reason I want to watch Oppenheimer in theaters, though, is to watch the explosion, and then once it happens, I might get up and leave.
I heard the movie's excellent.
I want to see Florence Pugh and the explosion, and that's it.
If Matt Damon,
there's an explosion. Am I right, guys?
If Matt Damon fucking ruins this fucking movie,
I heard not a single bad thing about this movie.
Yeah.
Besides, I saw a funny thing on Twitter. It was like Japanese people are mad and they're like making memes about like 9/11, and some person was like, "I don't think Japanese people understand our humor. That shit's hilarious." It's like, yes, we do laugh at 9/11 jokes.
Dude, the thing. Do you think the thing I posted on Saturday or Sunday was insensitive? The fuck Dick Cheney thing.
No, it was awesome.
Because see, here's the deal. I posted it, and then I went through the museum, and I started fucking crying, and I didn't think I would. And then I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't have posted it, but it was too late. It was up for like 4 hours.
Once you commit that long, you're like, the people who will be in trouble will get upset at this. I've seen it by then. There's nothing you can do.
And it's also like it's to not question Dick Cheney's. He didn't talk in the movie that they played in the thing. Everybody else on that day, Giuliani talked, Bush talked. Bush started crying, bro. He's like, I was reading to kids, and then I heard America got attacked. And then Condoleezza Rice had like she had a smirk. She had a little smirk on the whole fucking video. So
never trusted her.
To not question how Cheney somehow was the only one in the command. I can say fuck Dick Cheney, it's a joke, but I'm glad no one else thought it was insensitive.
How do you want to go to the primary? The debate.
Is he alive still? He is, right?
Cheney, yeah. Walking around with that big old hog.
Shout out to him, dude. That's my guy.
Can we get Cheney on?
I said it to Brooklyn.
Vice is a very good movie.
It is. I said it to Brooklyn, though. I really kind of feel bad for George Bush. I really, a small part of me does.
Because did you guys see the photo I texted you? The group?
No.
Look at the photo I texted the group.
Today?
Yeah, just now.
Do it, George.
Do it.
But dude, I just feel so bad for him, man, because I feel like he never wanted to be president. That's my hot take. And then he also not only inherited one war, but two.
He's like the Kendall Roy of
Yeah, he just wanted to be. Yeah,
it's because his dad was like, "You're gonna be president." Sorry.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Your bitch brother Jeb's never gonna be president." And the Bush name will live. I make too much money. I do think the dad was a puppet master, and that's why he has the funny video of him holding up the ball. They're like, "Here, George Bush Sr., we're gonna fix your legacy by making you a meme. Forget what a baseball is, and then show it when you go throughout the first pitch." And then he did it, and now all of a sudden everyone forgets George Bush Sr., who was also in Dallas the day Kennedy got shot. Just saying.
Oh, 100%.
What wasn't that?
When he was working with the CIA for some reason was in Dallas.
He can't recall.
Pictures.
He can't recall
Yeah,
where
but why
he
would
was.
he want to be there if he knew something was going to happen? It's not like a.
Because he wasn't a high level guy there. He was like a CIA agent.
Well, then I feel like a lot of the CIA would have been there anyways, because
they were. He was there though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the CIA. That doesn't mean the CIA are in a lot of places.
But there's questions, Joe. They can be asked.
I think something's up there, but I don't know.
Dude,
it's really too bad for the Bush family that Jeb is such a little bitch, because at least George was cool. Like, George Bush might be... Him and Obama, dude, were both, like, they were really cool.
Clinton was pretty cool.
Huh?
Clinton was pretty cool.
Clinton wasn't cool because of the, like...
Yeah, dude, he played the saxophone when he was...
But also, like, well, until Obama killed his fucking chef or whatever people are saying he did.
Killed him?
Yeah. There's, like, a fucking conspiracy theory going around because, like, Obama has, like, cuts on his hand. He was, like, photographed on Martha Vineyard and Nantucket on his bike. And he had, like, bandages on his fingers. And people are like, he fucking killed the chef. There's a video of him doing a backstroke.
I would only like Obama more if he killed the chef, to be honest with you.
I mean, dude,
I don't think he had it in.
Oh, guys. Oh my God. He's a bad person now that he killed his personal chef and friend, but not when he drone striked the Middle East for 8 years straight.
Oh, my God.
Like, let's be real, dude. Like, he's never a good guy. It's not shocking.
He drone strike the chef. Drone strike the chef.
I still have a few up in the sky.
I got a couple lurking.
There's one just.
It was part of the deal when I get.
Yeah, actually, every former president gets 3 extra drone strikes. Use them
You have to
wisely.
use them up before.
Coincidentally, half the neighborhood in Nantucket that saw him around the pond disappeared in a gas explosion from the sky.
An act of God, some may say.
But I don't know. I feel like George Bush is like, I feel like he's chill. You give him a bag of blow, dude, I bet he's a man, dude. Like, he was fun in college, dude. George Bush was fun in college when he was in the Skull and Bones, wherever he was at Yale.
But he was at Yale. That's the one thing. I feel like people who are in that world like can never fully unlock their potential.
Yale.
No, not Yale, but like that important. She was already like up there.
It just becomes Love Island, dude, where like you just are like around those same people forever, and you don't really understand the other side of life.
God, I love that show.
Such a bad
Guys,
the seasons when they can rip hoons all day, dude, and get drunk and yell. Dude, you missed the episode when the girls fought. You've gotten some really boring filler episodes, which I can understand. But the episodes where they fight, dude, like the girls had the power at the start of the show. There was an extra guy, so they got to choose. And then once the power switched, not only was there screaming matches, but then when the next round of girls came in, one of them poured wine on the other one, and the girl smacked the fuck out of her. It was kicked out of the show in under 30 minutes.
It was awesome.
It was like in the villa for 30 minutes.
Is it actually an island?
Villa doesn't mean island.
But it's called Love Island.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, they're in like Mallorca or whatever.
But it's also like you're on an island in your little fucking villa, and you can only leave when they tell you. You can't leave the house.
You only get paid $400 a week or whatever.
That's dope. It's like you get this vacation with hot people.
Wage.
That show would be. Who cares, dude?
For a month with hot people.
Those people.
Well,
dude, did you hear the
I
guys?
think that's the thing too. Is you're never gonna get anybody that's making money to go on there.
Well, did you hear? Yeah, because you're like locked out. But did you hear the guy? He's like, my job is gym and wrestling. And it's like, how do you make money from those? You need to elaborate.
He can.
He only needs to scrape together $400 a month.
He can scrape up $400 a month, and I saw Irish people. They're like,
but that's the thing.
Pints are $5.50 now. I'm like,
wow. But that's the thing, dude. Like, you're getting paid $400 a week to do exactly what they'd be doing realistically, anyways, which is drinking and like fucking on an island. All they have to do is play a game.
Sure. It's split between us.
oh, Marco.
Yeah, sure, dude. Thank you.
I don't know. I just think the show was the dumbest thing.
I love reality shows like that too because it's real, bro. The thing is, there's no way they can act.
It's
like if they can act, dude,
it's completely staged. Everything.
They stage stuff, but also, dude,
The thing is,
you can't stage some of those.
You can tell it's real because this is what they stage. They'll go like, you go over here and talk to her or whatever.
Yeah, they but like organize.
99% of the show is a 5-minute
but I bet they're not
game, which I don't stage.
Not recorded 99% of the conversations.
They are, but they just cut through it.
That's what I mean. They're
telling the story, but that doesn't matter.
Most of the show is literally them smoking cigarettes
and chilling and being like,
"Oh, that's what I mean." Because like
it's not supposed to be a deep show, Joe. It's just
not even like fun to watch.
You have to laugh at these pig people,
dude. Because they're out who's the hottest.
They're 30-year-old high schoolers.
They're like 22. They're all like 20.
Half of them are 30 in this season.
Oh, really? They get
like
now they're like
20.
20. They're all like 20 now, which is mind-boggling.
But the thing is, too, dude, is it's just like it's not that deep, and they make it.
I just
so
like
deep.
So Jeremy's hooked on it right now.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great.
It's
show.
because you are laughing at the caricatures of what British people are.
Yeah, and I
high school.
That was like for maybe one or two scenes. Now I'm like, they're still going.
It's awesome,
and it's also
not,
just
content. I don't want to hear. It'd be funnier with Americans. That's for my.
That's the work I watched it. It's so like British people are way more like
those aren't like real British.
They're more.
People.
That is though.
They're like idiots.
I'm full of idiots.
But I'm saying
those are the people who travel to other places.
Most of them, I'd rather have like a bloke. Like I wouldn't want.
No, I agree. I would rather. It's like same.
There is a same. Nathan's a bloke.
Yeah, but
not a bloke.
That was
from like West London or whatever.
Yeah, but he's not like fat and like ugly.
He's not.
But yeah, that would be a good show.
That would be a way better.
Love Is Blind would be way better if half of them were way hot. And then
half was blokes.
Just ugly fucks.
Yeah.
No, I'd like a bloke reality TV show.
These women on the show are
No, the woman and men are
I can
both.
tell they're from England. I'll just say that.
No, that's like I find British people more amusing unintentionally than most Americans.
Because they sound so stupid.
They're really like
I completely
I'm bored of America. Like there's
they say goofy shit.
Hicks.
They say
the Hicks aren't.
Hicks are way funnier than
they're not.
anybody
Hicks
ever.
are like Hicks are borderline just
I'll
like
take Australians and Hicks.
Australians are unreal. Yeah, I love them.
Australian Love Island's really good. Floribama Shore was a great show if you want the Hicks joke. That's a recommendation. Floribama.
Yeah, but
Shore.
I don't like I hated Jersey Shore. I couldn't watch a second of that. I hated the Kardashians.
What do you like for real?
The Kardashians? Older seasons of the Kardashians before they were rich. I don't want them to be attractive. I don't want them. I want the scum of the earth.
What's your perfect reality TV show?
Bar Rescue.
That show's like,
but that's because I get over scum of the earth.
Yeah, but it's just like it's.
But
just
I'd rather
like,
also
your bar sucks.
I'd rather also have something I'm looking for.
It's also
like they're fixing up a bar. John Taffer's telling us how to fix up a bar.
It's relatable too, because you're like, I've eaten in a.
Yeah, but I just like seeing people like, how you doing, babes?
Like this. Yeah, but there's like I'm
good. You.
I don't think these people are real on Love Island.
Well, they're not. They're not. That's the whole point.
They're androids.
They're not. No, they're real people, but they don't live the same life that you and I, the normal person. Anybody who's listening to this podcast, you're not these people on Love Island. I'm sorry to break it to you. You're not. That's why it's good, because they're like, dude, they're stuck in a high schooler mindset where they're like,
they're really not.
There's like 100 people. Dude, they all know each other. Even on the show, half of them know each other from before.
The size of here to the Burn.
But that's the point. It's like it's like a literal class of people in England, which is like the rich and hot people.
That's not funny. That's like just.
Yeah, it is, because they live a different world. It's like it's like fantasy, dude. It's fake. It's not real, but it's real to them. They're fucking idiot. Them crying,
but I
all the crying shit's real.
Yeah, but you're only finding
the
gems. In real life, like, you're not getting anything.
Those aren't the gems.
I bet you they're actually smarter than they're showing in that show.
No, I bet you they're not. They can't
I bet
read.
you they are. I bet you they're smarter, and they're only kind of acting it up when the crew's like, the guy with the stupid, annoying voice that narrates everything.
You have so much faith.
I don't know.
Like, they definitely play games, and they're definitely, like, smarter with how they dynamic.
And they're trying to sell their brand. That's all they're doing.
but that's the thing, is it's like you almost gotta respect
it. The Kardashians, like, they're in Jersey Shore, they're just selling their brand to you.
Yeah, exactly. And
you don't have to buy it. It's stupid.
I watch it.
It's dumb.
I watch it because it's fun. It's fun. What else?
It's not fun though. It's infuriating.
It
makes me so pissed off that these people are getting airtime for doing literally nothing.
They make $400. It's like they're famous. Like, when you do a reality show, like that, dude, like your fame is like there.
I bet you they make a lot of money on Instagram and shit like that.
I bet you they make way less than you think.
Enough to support their.
They probably had a big rise at the beginning, but these girls on like season 2 and shit, like that was before like.
Well, they need.
Now I agree. I don't know the new seasons, but the old seasons when the show's raw and they can kind of do what they want, they're figuring out what works. It's still. I remember the first.
You watch Australian one next.
I'm finishing this season.
Are they on the same stupid island? Or are they in Australia? Are they in like the dirt? There's their kangaroos.
It's hot Australians.
We'll find a reality TV show tonight. We're not watching.
We're watching. Dude, I'm fucking 12 episodes into this.
And then you can watch it when I'm not here all week long.
Dude, but that's not.
Watch something.
You can't come in here after not being here forever and tell us what to watch. We watch it
and I will move it to my room.
Dude, that's so fucked. I'll put my monitor up, dude, and we'll watch it on a little. I don't even.
I'll put on something.
You watch Bar Rescue episode for
I don't even watch Bar Rescue. I watch like.
You need to give it a chance, dude. It's getting.
I watched 3 episodes.
You don't even know the names yet. How did you judge the show?
Because they spell their names Katie, Kady.
Because they're British. They're dumb.
No, it's not even British. That's not even. That's just stupid.
Yeah, because
I'm really upset.
Not real, Joe. What aren't you getting? It's a fucking.
That's why I don't like it. It's not.
Why do you want
because real? It's not real.
I want real because I want to punch down. I don't want to punch imaginary.
Dude, you're punching up because you're like, hey.
No, I don't want to punch up. I don't want to punch up.
Even if I was hot, you don't want to punch down ever. Punching down to get
down.
Punching down gets you in trouble. You can't punch down.
I punch down. That's why I watch Bar Rescue.
Bar Rescue, those shows stink.
No, it's
get
good.
bored.
I have to
Rather
go Ramsey
learn
too.
something
I get bored
and
of
then
them.
make fun of people.
I don't want to learn anything. I want to like. I think the difference is, and I get this, Joey, like, which is fair to you. I am obsessed. Like British people, I feel like an anthropology person in the Amazon jungle.
But these aren't real
contacted,
British people.
uncontacted
They're
I've
tribes.
been watching those videos
That's how,
all
like,
day.
yeah,
Next-
that's how British people feel to me.
They're
When
not
you watch
real
them,
British people.
they are though. Like,
They're way more attractive than any other British person on the island.
who cares about that? Like,
They're
be
the
honest.
culture, Joe. That's
I
the
don't-
driving Britain.
I don't even
I
like
Those people are
understand that.
cultural icons.
I don't think
But
on
I'd
TikTok.
rather look at the blokes.
Have you been on TikTok?
The blokes are dumb. Go to
Blokes are on
So are these people.
But these people are dumb and hot.
But they're not even that hot.
They're
You
hot.
get guys are hot.
Do you
No,
get the
they're
girls are
TikTok?
not hot.
They're hot, not pretty. It's
Do you get the
100%
TikTok
not
scoop where the
pretty.
guy's
but
like,
that's still.
it's like that, like a guy from Love Island. Like, what's your name? What's your Insta? Location? What you looking for? It's just like, it's so funny.
Because dude, they're like they operate in life like they're not real.
I don't think
because they don't take anything seriously.
And we don't have that in America. Like, we have the Jersey Shore kind of, but it's different because it's like the hot. Like, we don't have like a class of like trashy, hot, dumb people anymore. Really, like it's either like hot and you're wearing. They're not trashy. Like, I don't want to. Like, they're kind of fine now. Like, they're raising
Also,
children. Like,
Can I say
that's what they
they're rich. Like, these people aren't millionaires.
one
Like,
thing about it being in England too, and the fact that these are like the 100 people in England that are hot over the 10 seasons, is the fact that like every single one of them, definitely guys and girls banged ugly people, normal people, us. You know what I mean? One of them slipped, and then they ruin relation. They're like a plague, dude. Those people are plagues, and that's why you need to study them. You need to know.
I love it. It's like anthropology.
I'd rather have like a wholesome, good-hearted like bloke or a hick. And
It also makes you feel
their shit.
It makes you feel good, dude.
The
Because like,
bloke is
even
gonna
if I was hot,
This
that'd be
doesn't make
dumb.
me feel good. These people.
Yeah, because they're dumb, dude. They're
Cooper.
dumb.
Everyone is dumb.
I don't-
That's the thing. But they make
But I
me
watch-
feel not dumb, and that's why I like it.
Cooper, I
that,
have.
that the bar is low
Perfect-
because you can watch any show and most people are dumb.
I
Those
have.
people are dumb, but these
So
people
you
are
don't need
wicked
to watch
dumb.
these guys.
I have the.
I like
perfect-
watching 30-year-olds having nothing. Like,
And
dude,
I hate
holy-
to say it, they probably make more money than us. They probably
Nobody's
bang
who
way more
cares?
people than us. So why are you feeling good about it?
Because, dude, at
And
the
they
end of
get
the day,
this
because
free
they don't
education.
experience true life. You need the grit. It's like
I would
anything.
rather not experience true life. Like that's a good thing for them.
So, Coop.
But then one day
I'm
that
sorry.
goes away. You're 50. That not even 50.
Those
Those people
show
turn
me the
40.
show when they're 50. Because I would love to watch that.
A Love Island reunion in 20 years.
In 20 years,
Because you know
mark it
they'll all
down.
be. You know they'll all be single. You know they'll all be single.
Mark it down. I will watch that show.
Speaking.
Give us fucking money,
Speaking
Hulu.
of shows like that after Love Island, I need to show you the greatest YouTube series of all time. It's called The Grilling, and it's just like one of those fake dating bullshit shows where like the girl like interviews like these guys who are like quasi like internet celebrities, and like they're always just like man whores, and she's like supposed to be like a date, you know?
Yeah.
And one guy shows up. It's the best episode. He shows up. And she's like, "Oh, you're being so nice," or like some other guy. She's like, "Yeah, I'm not warning you." She's like, "Oh, why?" He's like, "I'm fully drained, love." And she's like, "What?" And she's like, "But you have to watch like the things like British people to me are like they go so much harder than Americans in degeneracy. Like I'll give them that. Like they're just a peak
Yeah, but they don't
degeneracy.
do anything interesting.
Because I feel like
they
they
don't
have
even-
their
island has
floor.
nothing to do but get fucked up and be like
Yeah, but
horrible
I'd
humans.
rather watch a
Therefore-
hick shoot something and then like.
We've
do
seen that
something.
our whole life. Like our whole
No,
life
we
has
have
been
not.
like watching
This
hits.
is why wife swap is better.
It's just
I
new to me.
love.
The wife swap
Wife
is
swap.
better.
But that's why that's the same thing as what I'm
But
saying.
there's not. It shouldn't be like only this. No, Bar Rescue is so below fucking Wife Swap.
It's
It's not.
Wife
Bar
Swap
Rescue
is
is so
here.
over.
You get
Wife
these
Swap
fucking
is top
psychos.
tier.
Yeah, exactly.
Bar Rescue.
No,
is
Bar
below
Rescue is-
wife swap.
Bar
Where are
Rescue's
you
down
Love
here. for me.
Island then? You can
Like,
no, you're
right,
fucking
like a little
so
bit
wrong.
under.
You are
A
so
little bit under.
wrong. It's
Dude,
crazy.
Bar Rescue is
You
so.
haven't
It's
given
the
it a
most
chance.
scripted show
I
I've ever
watched
seen.
3 and I used to have to watch this stupid show all the time.
Bar Rescue
Watch it.
is
It's
way too scripted.
It's
And
like
like,
a great.
it's this episode. Oh, and this bar's you fucking trash. Oh, there's I'm a bad person. It's like you don't know.
That's what this is. That's what Love Island.
But at least they're saying nonsense. That
they're saying nonsense.
But I'm used to the American nonsense. I've been around it my whole life. It's not novel to me.
No,
British people are novel to me.
That's the problem. You think just because they're from a bad place, they're cooler.
Yeah,
not cooler, like more interesting.
They're not.
It's kind of like they're
not. They're the most interesting place in the world.
I look at British people.
Australia.
I look at British people.
Per cap, I think pound for pound, Britain has its beat.
No, I don't go that far.
Dreams.
I think American humor is better overall. I think British is a niche humor that I appreciate.
No, I like British humor too, but
I like dry humor and shit. But let's be real.
But this isn't.
No, but Bar Rescue isn't. Bar Rescue isn't. We're not the dry humor. The humor has nothing because this isn't written shows. Like I'll agree.
This is studying like a population.
I'd rather study the people.
This is such a small niche population.
Can I be honest with you? You know what's interesting about British people in all those like Queens countries is the fact that they're the modern day Romans, and we get to dissect their fucking life now in real time.
We're the Romans.
We're the Romans.
They were the Romans before us.
They were, but they got to.
They were better than the Romans. They are like their own new breed. We got to watch the end of the biggest empire ever. And now we get to study them like fucking like goof, like they're circus clowns.
Yeah, but we're giving them money when we watch.
But you need to keep it going. You're not gonna.
I'd rather give the bar.
No, because you don't.
money.
Because we're next.
I'd rather give the.
Don't you know how
money.
the world is cyclical? We are next. Our empire is on the like.
I understand, but I disagree. I disagree that we don't have these people here. I think we do.
We do, and we will be these people for.
I think we're at the same level at this point. So,
dude, what about the aliens? Can we talk about that for a second? The aliens are real, right? And like, no one cares because who cares?
That's
because like I was like, yeah, they're probably
no.
real.
They said like the guy, we've only heard stuff from this whistleblower, and it's like, I don't know.
The whistleblower is a U.S. Fed, so who the fuck cares?
My headphones died.
Yeah, no, he's like, but it's like, well, the government said it. It's not really the government didn't say shit. It's just this whistleblower said shit.
That was dumb.
Which, like, yeah, I'll believe the whistleblower. By the end of the day, show me an alien. You know what I mean? Until you show me the alien, I don't know what you want me to do with this information.
I'm the alien nerd here, so
yeah,
I can hear
him. My whole thing is that like. We've already been on this train like since I don't know whenever Joe Rogan really like brought feds on his podcast, but
yeah. No, like, I believe
this is it. I think it's just a great distraction at this point because so much shit is the empire is crumbling. So.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Hello.
What's up?
That's why this.
I can't hear any of you guys now.
Prokop, enough. We know what happened.
Technical difficulties. I need to make a technical difficulties screen now.
Yeah, Aaron and Joe said they're done now.
Oh, you're done? Okay. When I start talking is when the podcast is over.
Yeah, no, it's fucked. I was like excited to hear what Prokop had to say.
No, I was listening. I agreed with
we're finishing the season.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I can't.
Dude, you haven't been here. Hang out with us.
I've watched this. I've full
Don't
season
end it yet, Prokop. Don't end it yet. That's fucked. You haven't been here. We're watching a show. You should watch with us.
Why are we watching Love Island?
Because it's dope, dude. What do you want to say?
It's not dope. It sucks.
Anyway, Prokop, do you have anything to say, dude? I want to hear you.
I don't got much. I just wanted to. I brought up the Republican primaries because I think that was gonna be some fun shit. You guys didn't want to talk about X at all.
What do we?
Oh yeah, X is stupid. That's my closing thought. Like I was gonna say something. Also, a French guy who like filmed himself videotaping like he'd jump on high buildings and hang off the edge and shit. He died in Hong Kong.
Yeah, he fell.
Oh my god!
They had him knocking on the window. He was knocking on the window, and
and the guy goes like, "This is suspicious." I'm like 80-something floors up.
I don't know if there's
video. No, there's not. But the only reason they found him after that is because there was a gas leak, and it was because he hit the gas pipe on the way down.
Oh my god!
That's not funny. You guys shouldn't laugh at that.
His body mangled.
Anyway,
it's
Aaron was already in a mood before we even fucking started, so I'm shocked we even got this far in. How long was that, Prokop?
Hour 15, hour 20.
That's been the sweet spot. Yeah, thanks everybody for listening. Like we're gonna try to be once a week, dude. It's just been weird, but now it's
the
not
summer. Solid episode, boys.
But it also sucks that Discord doesn't work with the fucking 3 mics, so we gotta sit around this fucking mic. I'm interested to see how it sounds.
It'll sound good.
Cool. But anyways, thanks everybody for listening. Shout out to Prokop for being a dad or whatever soon. And it's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be cool.
And you can tweet it on X.
You can exit like, on X.
You can be like, Pipelina, dude. Pipelina was born, and the first thing we're doing is taking her to what's the Polynesian place? What's the Kowloon, dude. Kowloon.
Oh, I thought we were taking her to Topgolf Boston.
Topgolf Boston, Kowloon Encore Pipeline at 6 weeks out of the womb. Get ready for that YouTube video. It's gonna be dope. Obviously that's a joke, Prokop.
Yeah, we're gonna take her to cigarette-filled Encore.
They don't smoke an Encore, I don't think.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It's Massachusetts, dude. I don't think you can smoke an Encore.
Yeah, I know. You can smoke in Twin.
Well, Twin River is for legitimate trash people. Like, I think anybody who goes to Twin River more than once every few months.
That's what we should do.
And that's even a stretch.
Like if you go to Twin River, Scum of the Earth, Twin River, that might be the reality show we have to start.
Twin River, and then I think Love Island Reunion is gonna be dope. Yeah. I don't know. Thanks everybody for listening. Watch us play zombies on Twitch and Aaron getting Moabs. I feel like that's what you're waiting for, Aaron, is to get good enough to play. On MW2, I'm sure. Well, not zombies, dude. I'm a fucking zombies. Really? Because you know what's crazy? Ever since the server's been back up, half the TikTok streams I get are fucking zombie streams.
Alright.
Alright.
Bye.
Night.